Hi there guys and girls, and welcome to Mortal Kombat Conquest review number 12, Shadow of a Doubt. This episode brings in Mileena into the series, pretty much. It's a pretty good story. Mileena and Rain, I should say. Rain's in this one too. Rain can be explained being in this episode because he's a Denian, as you know. Katana's a Denian, you know, Tanya's a Denian, Sindel's a Denian. They live for thousands of years. That's explained. Mileena being in this episode isn't. If you're a fan of the game, you know, you all know in MK2 storyline that it says Mileena was a grotesque clone created by Shang Tsung. In this episode, they don't go anywhere near that storyline. She's just in Outworld, and Khan summons her. You know, so basically the episode starts with Katana and Shao Kahn. And they're going back and forth, you know, and Khan's, you know, sort of sizing her up and seeing, you know, what her attitude's like towards being in Outworld, I guess. Sort of seeing if she's comfortable to stay there, but, you know, Katana despises Shao Kahn. She basically spits in his face, using her words. The last thing that Shao Kahn says is, "I bet you wouldn't talk like that to Kung Lao," you know, and she even says right to his face, "No, Emperor," you know, and walks off. And then Shao Kahn says, "Katana leaves me no choice, send Rain, he must kill Kung Lao." And then you get the first fight of the show, which is Rain versus Kung Lao. Rain's fighting style is sort of weird. It looks cool though. He does a lot of moves and then sort of just stops. Like you'll see him. He does like a kick, like, and then just like holds the kick like that until Kung Lao gets back up, and then he's ready to do his next move. You know, and he does the lightning thing and everything. He's pretty cool. He doesn't look very purple. He looks just a little bit purple, which is nice. You know, maybe if he was like fully bright purple, it'd look a bit silly. So they got that part right. So basically, you know, they fight and Rain actually beats Kung Lao. There's a part where Kung Lao looks like he's going to win the fight, and he actually sort of breaks a bone in Rain's leg, and Rain falls to the ground, and he actually puts it back and then gets back up and sort of finishes off Kung Lao, and then he tries to finish him with the lightning, tries to, you know, do the deed and kill him, you know. But Kung Lao gets out the way, and then Targa comes out, and he sort of runs away. Rain runs away. After that, you know, he sort of passes out in Taj's lap. You know, he's pretty sick from the fight. I don't know, it's affected him. It's sort of weird. At first I thought the lightning, even though it didn't hit him, I thought maybe it was in the proximity of the lightning. It made him ill or something. But he just lost the fight, but it seemed to make him sick. It's sort of strange. I don't know. It's sort of weird like that. The intro rolls, and then when we come back, Khan is once again summoned Katana. So he's probably obviously found out that Rain couldn't finish the job. Or maybe not, actually. Because Rain's sort of wandering around Earth's realm. You see him later in the episode, but I don't think he really does go back to Outworld, so maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong there. It's hard to say. It could be either way. Either way, Khan summons Katana to the throne room, and he sends her to Cetera. It's funny because they straight out mention Cetera, which is the home of the reptiles. You'll find out more about that in later episodes. And he says the reptiles of Cetera, they need stroking, you know. He just sends her there, just, you know, some bullshit, get her out of the way, while the deed can be done. While he's talking to her, he's sort of, you know, he's got this big bladed thing, and he's talking to Katana, and he's saying, you know, you have such a pretty face and all this shit, you know, and he's like reflecting her face in this weapon, and it's like a mirror, sort of captures her face, and then she leaves. And then Khan says, send her in, and this is where you finally see Mileena come in. She comes in and she's got, you know, a hot body, but, you know, disgusting face with fangs and disgusting skin. And yeah, basically Khan says, I want you to kill Kung Lao to Melina because she's a trained assassin. And he gives Melina Katana's face from the blade. It's like frozen it there, and with some magical sorcery, the face is transferred onto Melina, and her disgusting face becomes Katana's beautiful face.
Just fulfill your end of the bargain, and I'll do just fine. You'll see.
Bargains? I don't make bargains. Do you understand? Do you?
Yes, Shao Kahn.
Wait. Hold on.
My face!
My new daughter.
I doubted this could be done. I am beautiful.
For the moment. Fail, and I take it away.
Let me remain this way. I will do anything.
Anything. It's truly amazing. Just kill Kung Lao. My warrior has injured him. He's yours to finish. Go.
I should also say that Katana in this episode, you may have noticed, is played by a different actor called Audie England, who replaced the original actor who was Andrea... no, it wasn't her. Oh, Doma Tomanovic or something. I don't know why they changed the actors. I actually like the first actor a lot. I like both, I gotta be honest. Yeah, you know, so they were both good at playing Katana. But I just... Dara, I've forgotten her full name. Whoever was... She was first, so I sort of expected her to stay, but, you know... No, it's no biggie. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So Melina receives the face. She says, I'll do anything if you let me stay this way. And then Khan says, just kill Kung Lao, you know. Yeah. Okay, and then basically now we've got the twist of the episode. They show Goro again, quickly, they tease the fans. And then they pan down and we go now into the Cobalt Mines and to Vorpax and Shang Tsung. And Vorpax is reporting to Shang Tsung what's been going on. She was obviously spying in the throne room, or she had someone spying for her in the throne room. And she's telling Shang Tsung that Melina's been sent to kill him, you know, kill Kung Lao, disguised as Katana and that. And then Shang Tsung loses it. He says it's not allowed to happen, you have to stop it, you know. And Vorpax is like, why? You know, you've wanted him dead all this time, you know. And Shang Tsung obviously explains to her, if Kung Lao's dead, I'm no longer needed, which means you're no longer needed. Which is a pretty good way to put things. So, you know, then Vorpax is now involved. What have we got now? We got Katana, yeah. So Melina, I should say Melina. I've written Katana. Melina shows up at the trading post. You know, it's really Katana, but, you know, it's really Melina. It's Katana, but, you know, underneath Melina. She's got the disguised face, you know. She shows up and says, I heard about the rain attack and all this bullshit to Taja and Zero. Kung Lao's obviously still in bed sick. And then Zero says, oh, good, I can track him now. And Katana urges Zero to track him, you know, one less person to have around, you know, so she can kill Kung Lao. Yeah, so Zero goes off and tracks Rain. So you don't see him for a long time now. He sort of disappears. And the rest, oh sorry, my voice is a bit, I ate some hot food before and it's just played havoc with my voice, vocal cords or something, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so then you've got Melina, you know, okay, Katana, and Taja, and Kung Lao at the trading post. the first thing, Taj is suspicious straight away. She says, "Where's your fans?" That's the first thing she says. "Oh, I forgot them," you know. Katana would never forget her fans, you know. Yeah, so, you know, from then on she's suspicious, and Katana, you know, at first she's just a little bit suspicious. Katana hangs around with Kung Lao, and, you know, she fucks him, and while Kung Lao's like half, like, out of it, you know. You know, and then Taj is all like, you know, "Ooh, he should be doing that," you know, because he's so sick. But then Vorpax intervenes. She meets up with Melina, and you know, tells her, as soon as you kill Kung Lao, you know, Shao Kahn will kill you. You're no longer needed, you know. And she says, if you don't kill Kung Lao, you know, Shao Kahn can't kill you because you haven't done the job yet, so you'll stay alive, you know. And so, you know, she gets inside Melina's head. The funny thing is, though, she doesn't get in enough, because then she returns to the trading post to kill Kung Lao. She picked up these special oils, which are there to poison Kung Lao. She rubs all the oil into him, you know, and she's about to kill him. She's got the dagger, you know, and then it's Kung Lao who gets into her head, really going, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful." You know, Melina is ugly, you know, so it plays havoc with her, and she drops the knife, and so that's when they have sex, and yeah, so Melina wasn't able to do the deed. I'm not sure, somehow Shao Kahn finds out, or there's just a timer on the face. The next morning, Taj is like, "You shouldn't be doing that," you know, and then Katana's running away, and then her face changes back to normal, you know, so she disappears. Yeah, and then Melina is back in Khan's throne room, and he's like, "Well, my order's not clear," you know, and she makes up all these excuses. "The oils aren't strong enough," you know, the friend, you know, all this shit. And then so Khan agrees to restore her face, gives her stronger oils, puts her face back, you know, sends her back out. Yeah. So basically, she's rubbing in the oils again, you know, weakening Kung Lao. But she hasn't tried to kill him yet. But then she disappears, or something happens. I've left out something here. Let me think for a second. It was going so well. I took extra care to plan this one better, because the last one I sort of messed up. I wasn't happy with the last Conquest review. It was just, the notes were just disorganised. Yeah, I just made a mistake here somewhere. But what's happened is, yeah, Melina's gone back as Katana, and Taj has found her oils, and she's rubbed the oils onto her hands, and she started feeling ill, you know. She washes it off in the fish tank, or the fish die. So Taj has figured out that the oils, you know, are dangerous, and she tells Kung Lao, she says, you know, something's going on, you know, these fish died, and then Melina makes up all this shit that, you know, it was probably the Emperor, someone probably followed me, poisoned the oils, which is smart, you know. And yeah, then we basically cut back to Zero finally, who's been MIA the whole episode, and he's tracked down Rain, and they have a little fight going on, which I'm actually going to show two fights this episode. I'm going to show the Zero fight, because I like the way Rain fights, and I reckon he fights better the second time against Zero than he did at Kung Lao. So we'll check that one out now.
Rain?
Katana.
Alrighty, so that was the Zero Rain fight. Rain would have killed Zero easily. Katana saved his ass. Basically, you know, Zero's like, you know, you should go back to the trading post. And she's like, what do you mean back? You know, I just got here. She's like, you've been there, you know, the whole time, you know. And then they figured out, you know, that it's obviously not Katana at the trading post, it's someone else. Then we go back to Melina. She's rubbing the oils into Kung Lao. She's about to kill him. She pulls her sai out, which is cool, because, you know, as you know, Melina's sai's her trademark. She's about to kill him, you know, and then she hesitates again, and then Shah Khan takes her face again for the last time. Yeah, Shah Khan, no! And takes her face, you know, and then, yeah. Then Katana shows up and basically fights against Melina. Nice little cat fight going on here, which we'll check out now. This is the final fight of the episode.
And soon, all your pain will be gone.
Shao Kahn, no! You! I will destroy your face forever!
Alrighty, so yeah, Katana would have won, but Shao Kahn broke up that cat fight. So, you know, then we basically go back to Vorpax and Shang Tsung, and Shang Tsung's relieved that Kung Lao wasn't killed, because that means he's still needed. So Kung Lao's relieved, but Khan's furious, and you know, Khan, you know, yells at Melina and says, "You'll forever stay ugly," and he throws the mask at her, makes her put the mask on, you know, dismisses her, and then he questions Katana on why she was in Earth Realm. "I never sent you there, why did you interfere, blah blah blah, you know, you saved my enemy's life," you know, and Katana makes up all the shit. She plays the Elder Gods card, which is like, you know, you're forbidden to attack someone, you know, your enemy, you know, so by the Elder Gods, you're forbidden to attack someone by the Elder Gods. So I was trying to help you and expose this person, you know. So, very clever. Use a very clever way to play the game. So Khan doesn't really do anything to Katana and just, you know, dismisses it as a loss. Basically, you know, the episode's winding up. Raiden finally shows up. He wasn't in the episode at all. It's really sort of strange. He shows up. You'd think, being so much Outworld involvement, Rain, Katana, Melina, you'd think Raiden would show up, but he didn't, which is sort of strange. He shows up at the end and just teases Kung Lao the whole time about, you know, almost, you know, falling in love with that horrible beast Melina, with her joking about her fangs, her front teeth, and her lizard skin, and her bulging forehead. You know, it's pretty funny. Really like Jeff Meek. He was cool. He was a very cool Raiden Shao Kahn. yeah, that's the end of the episode. Yeah, it was a good one. I liked it. It was a good use of the characters, even though, you know, they didn't say that Shang Tsung created Melina. Melina just shows up as an assassin. I can still pay it. It's okay. The fighting was good, you know. The show's very comfortable by now with the fight scenes. I know I've said that in the last few reviews, but, you know, really starts to show in this one. I believe the next episode... Give me a second. No, that's right. Okay. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to check. The next episode of Mortal Kombat Conquest is Twisted Truths. I really like that episode. It's a very cool one. It introduces a character that, you know, is not from the Mortal Kombat games at all. But he has a very similar storyline to Kung Lao. He was supposed to be in the Mortal Kombat tournament and everything. And he's an amazing fighter. And if you remember, a few episodes ago, Raiden said to Kung Lao, do you think it's possible that there may be someone out there that's actually better than you? And I swear when he says that, he's talking about this character, Tomas, who is an amazing fighter. So yeah, we're going to review that one hopefully next week. And I'll see you then. One thing I should add is from this episode on, they updated the Mortal Kombat Conquest credits with visit our website, mortalkombatconquest.com. Obviously that website no longer works, so if you're watching the credits, which I always put at the end, and you go to the website, nothing's going to happen. There wasn't much there. There were just sort of episode reviews, you know, a few little pictures and that. But I just thought I'd tell you guys, you know, just in case you type it in and you're wondering why it doesn't work. It's been gone for such a long time, but yeah. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time.